When God appeared to him in a dream and offered to grant him anything he desired, Solomon's humble request revealed the depth of his character. Therefore, give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. Pleased by this selfless plea, the Lord replied, "Since you have asked for this and not for long life, wealth, or the death of your enemies, but for discernment in administering justice, I will do as you have asked. I will give you a wise and discerning heart, so that there has never been anyone like you, nor will there ever be. Moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for, both wealth and honor, so that in your lifetime you will have no equal among kings." From that moment, Solomon's wisdom became the marvel of nations. His judgments were unparalleled, and his insights drew seekers from the far corners of the earth. Among his most famous judgments was the case of two women who came before him, each claiming to be the mother of the same child. With piercing clarity, Solomon commanded, "Bring me a sword, cut the living child in two, and give half to one and half to the other." The true mother's love burst forth as she cried, "Give her the living child, do not kill him." Solomon's wisdom was revealed as he declared, "She is the child's mother." Empowered by divine understanding, Solomon turned his attention to a monumental endeavor, the building of the temple in Jerusalem. With plans inspired by his father David and resources gathered from across the known world, the temple rose in unparalleled splendor. Cedar from Lebanon lined its walls, and its interior gleamed with gold, shimmering like the sun itself. Two massive bronze pillars named Jachin and Boaz stood at the entrance, while the inner sanctum, the Holy of Holies, housed the Ark of the Covenant beneath the wings of cherubim. When the temple was completed, Solomon stood before the people and prayed, his voice resonating through the air. "The heavens, even the highest heavens, cannot contain you. How much less this temple I have built. May your eyes be open toward this temple night and day." As Solomon dedicated the temple, the glory of the Lord descended like a cloud, filling the sanctuary with his presence. The people bowed in awe, worshiping the God who had made Israel his dwelling place. The temple became the heartbeat of Israel's spiritual life, a symbol of the golden age of their nation. Yet, as the years passed, Solomon's heart began to drift. Despite his wisdom, he was entangled by his many alliances, sealed through marriages to foreign women. His wives brought with them their gods, and Solomon's devotion faltered. The man who had built a house for the Lord also constructed altars for idols. His heart was not fully devoted to the Lord his God, the scriptures recount, and the consequences were grave. The once united and prosperous kingdom began to crack under the weight of Solomon's divided loyalties. God, displeased with Solomon's turn, declared that the kingdom would be torn apart after his death. The promise to David remained, but the splendor of Solomon's reign dimmed as judgment loomed. In his later years, Solomon reflected on the fleeting nature of human achievement, penning words of profound introspection. "Vanity of vanities," says the preacher, "all is vanity." His life, marked by unparalleled wisdom and unmatched prosperity, became a testament to the emptiness of pursuits apart from God. When Solomon closed his eyes for the last time, the golden era of Israel came to an end. His death left a nation uncertain, its unity fragile, and its future clouded with doubt. The mantle passed to his son Rehoboam, but the weight of the crown soon proved too great for him to bear. What had been a united kingdom under David and Solomon now faced the specter of division, a kingdom poised on the edge of fracture. The unity of Israel, forged under David and Solomon, unraveled almost immediately after Solomon's death. Ambition, fear, and pride fractured the nation into two kingdoms. In the north, 10 tribes rallied behind Jeroboam, a former servant of Solomon, establishing the kingdom of Israel. Its capital was set in Shechem, later moving to Samaria. In the south, the tribes of Judah and Benjamin remained loyal to Solomon's son, Rehoboam, forming the kingdom of Judah with Jerusalem as its center. Jeroboam, gripped by fear that his people might return to Jerusalem to worship and shift their loyalty to Rehoboam, took a disastrous step. "I will build 2 golden calves," he declared. "One was placed in Bethel and the other in Dan. These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you out of the land of Egypt," he proclaimed, echoing the sin of Aaron at Sinai. With this unholy act, Jeroboam led the northern kingdom into blatant idolatry, pulling the people further from God. Prophets arose, warning and pleading with the nation to repent, but their cries went unheeded. The northern kingdom plunged into darkness, its leaders walking in the ways of Jeroboam. 19 kings would rule over Israel, and not one sought the ways of the Lord. Corruption and wickedness deepened with each generation, but none were as vile as Ahab, the son of Omri. Under Ahab's reign, his wife Jezebel wielded immense influence, introducing the worship of Baal, the Canaanite god of fertility and prosperity. "Build altars to Baal," Jezebel commanded, and soon the land was dotted with shrines to this false god. Promises of abundance and wealth seduced the people, pulling their hearts further from the Lord. In this era of spiritual decay, God raised up a prophet of fiery conviction, Elijah the Tishbite. He stood boldly before Ahab, his words thunderous and unyielding. "As the Lord, the God of Israel, lives, before whom I stand, there shall be neither dew nor rain these years, except by my word." The heavens closed at Elijah's declaration, and for 3 years the land withered under a devastating drought. Streams dried up, crops failed, and famine gripped the people.